Alright, we've got a couple more things to clean up here. I noticed that there was a little glitch happening right there, so let me double check that. Anytime you have these kind of glitches, I mean, the Boolean stuff, it's a bit finicky. Sometimes you just gotta, I don't know why it's flickering like that. I'm gonna just delete this piece, maybe, and Shift D to duplicate this one, Control Alt Space, flatten it, and then let's go up again this way. I think that's a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, that looks alright. And I gotta make sure it looks okay back here too. But I don't know why it's flickering like that. Really strange. I'm gonna try just deleting all of these faces over here. And then Shift X, Live Mirror, and Control Shift V. Instead of X, I want the Y direction here. Oh yeah, and also get rid of the mirror origin. And then that should work. Okay, so we are mirroring there. And then, so this is what we're doing. We're mirroring this cutter to the back. Make sure your center of this cutter object is right there in the middle. And then after that, then we grab this thing, Shift X, Live Mirror. And that looks good. Let's see, this thing here, can dig a little bit. Whoa. And this thing here. Huh. That was weird. This was like another object here that I'm not sure what this one is doing, but I'm just going to delete it. And then, alright, here's our actual cutters here. I'm going to punch a hole through, all the way through here. Alright. I'm going to duplicate this one here. Hit P to separate that, just because that mesh was getting a little bit sluggish. So when I get sluggish performance, I like to separate onto a new object with P. Alright, so B, S. And just that way it's a little bit faster to work. We could even do all of our, set up our cuts here first. Like, let's say we want to do cuts like that. And then Shift X, X, alright. Then we go here, Control B, Live Subtract. There we go. So it's a little bit faster that way too, so you don't have to deal with the booleans updating. Alright, and then this piece here is a little bit wonky. I think it should be like that. Maybe this can go. This can go all the way through here. And then underneath here, I don't know how I feel about these anymore. I'm going to delete those. Alt space for an inset. Shift space to go down. Maybe a bevel down here. We could, I mean, this right here is a little awkward how this piece is just jutting out. So maybe this might be nice to do like here. We could duplicate these two pieces here, Shift D, escape, and then P to separate them. Now we could go Shift Spacebar to extrude them a little bit, and then maybe grab these corners over here, move them out like that, and then grab this object, Shift select the other object, and then Control J to join it all together. Actually, actually, yeah, that's fine. Let's leave it like that. Do Shift D to duplicate that. Move it over here. And maybe bevel all the corners here. Let's go all the way through. Control B and live subtract as usual. Why isn't this working? I'm not sure why this is doing this. Maybe this piece needs to be isolated right here. So I'll hit P to isolate it. And let's try this one more time. Sometimes when there's meshes that are overlapping each other, they screw up the Boolean. So I'm gonna Alt double click this corner, BS. Sort of like this. All the way through, Control B, live subtract. There we go. So that looks a little bit more of a substantial connection there. I like to think, you kind of think of it like a tree growing, or I don't know. Any kind of mechanical, structural stuff will usually have a bone-like structure, or it looks like it's growing out from something. It's usually not like a stick that just pokes straight out from something else. So, especially for these kind of something that has to hold a lot of weight here, or I guess we're in space, so it doesn't really matter, but hey, I am a bullshit engineer, so. So where's our cube? I created a cube just now, and it seems to have disappeared. But what's happening is it's putting it into this cutter's layer, I think. So since the cutter's collection is selected, I need to actually select, for example, one of these other collections. Like, let's try this one. And try that again. There we go. So with this collection selected, then the object pops up there. And I even forgot what the hell I was doing. Oh yeah. So I wanted to make a little cut here. Maybe something like that to cut out of this. Give us some clearance there. Oops. Yeah. All right, what else? What else? Maybe this down here could use some love. Getting there. And then, right, down here I wanted to add a little light too, so I'm gonna go light, point, or actually select this face, Shift A, and then light. And this one I want to be pretty subtle. So maybe it goes from 1, 4.5 even. And let's make sure the soft shadows look okay. The size is pretty tiny too. So the smaller the size, the more sharp the shadows will be. Like that. Oops. Yeah, maybe something like that. We could even make it blink if you go, let's see, where are we? Let's put this onto properties over here. Go down to the light properties, and here's our energy. And let's hit the little circle to keyframe it. And then I'll switch over here to timeline. And just, you know, move your mouse over here somewhere. Change the value to maybe 0. So we want it to turn off. And then hit the keyframe again. Right there. So now we've got these two sets of orange keyframes. And as we move our time, if you press period, you can play the timeline. See how that plays out. I think that's a little bit long. I'm going to hold shift and drag to select just these, and then spacebar will move those. Alright, and then shift and drag all of them. Shift E and make cyclic, which will put it in a cycle. So now let's try it again. Period. Period. It's going to just automatically blink like that. So that's cool. And I think we're getting there. Oh yeah, I wanted to add some graphics to this thing. So I have a really easy way to add graphics. And the way it goes is you make, for example, let's go over to this side here. Oh, actually, here. Add object mode, add a cylinder. You can press D to change the settings of that cylinder. Let's make this up to like 42 maybe. Relatively high. And then I'm going to rotate this in the front view like that. And then all we gotta do is, well, let me save this before it crashes. My crashy senses are tingling. Let's go 31. See graphics. Okay, pick this one, Z, shade smooth, and then select this whatever you want the graphics to be on. Oh, actually no. You pick this one, go to the wrench, add a modifier. We're going to add a boolean and choose this. And there we go. Now the problem is that we're getting Z fighting here because they're both overlapping each other. So we have to tell this sticker to be a little bit in front of the skin of the body. So we can add that with another modifier. This time it's displace. And the displace right now is pushing the sticker way off of the surface, but we can adjust that with the strength. So let's try 0.01 strength. And that seems to work. The great thing about this way is it's so flexible. You could just move this stuff around just like that. And let's say you wanted to get it to work on here too, you could do that. So for example, let's say I wanted to make it also intersect with all this stuff here. I'll hit P to separate that red stuff off, F to fill the hole there, so we have a solid mesh. Yeah, so we have a solid mesh here. And then I'll just do the same thing. Grab this thing. I might hit Alt D to duplicate it. So Alt D makes a linked copy, and then all I have to do here is delete the that object, and then reselect. Where is it? This one. There we go. So now whatever we do to this linked copy will update. Just like that. And we can move it over like that. Easy. Alright, so it's intersecting here, but it's not intersecting there. So all we gotta do is make another copy, Alt D, and this time delete that and choose the third object there. Alright. And again, whatever we do in edit mode will be linked to all copies of this sticker. So it's really, really flexible. Nice way to work. You could even do stuff like, what if you wanted to, whoa, what the hell? What if you wanted to get this, Alt space, X to delete it? Make a little ring like that, and then say, go like that. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this method. I don't know why that's happening. Huh. Oh, that's why. Gotta get rid of this. Z, local view. You can even make cool graphics like, let's go like this. Double click and then F. And actually, I'm having second thoughts here. I'm gonna delete all of this X. So now we just have flat pieces like this. And this is nice too, because then all we have to do is add a solidify. And the solidify gives us that thickness like this. This one I can flip it with Control-Shift-N or Control-N. Or actually Control-Shift-N, yeah. So this needs to happen first, solidify, and then the other things will follow. Oh, you know what? This modifier is not applied to the copies, so let me... We should probably name this too. Big decals. Can I rename all of them? No. But I can move them to a new collection called Big Decals. Okay. And hopefully... I just pressed M to move those into the Big Decals collection. Oh wait, that does not belong in there. M main or M scene collection, sorry. So this one also needs to solidify, which goes up on top, and increase that thickness. There you go. And then one more for this one. Solidify goes on top, increase the thickness. There it is. Could go here, individual origins, make them smaller. And then basically, all you gotta do is put them all over the place. Control Alt Space. And of course it's not working. I guess we would need another copy for that one, but it's okay. I'll hit P to separate these two. X, X, X. Get rid of all those. Go back to the right view. And this time I'm just going to paste it on by using my regular snapping with project individual elements. Spacebar to move, and then hold down Control. And that will paste them right there. Then you gotta move them out a little bit. Shift X, live mirror. This is looking kind of weird right here. It needs to go through. This one as well. I feel like this would be nice if we had a thing like this. I'm going to separate this with P. And then subtract. Here we go. And never mind. Whoa, what is this? Alright. How about one more? Oops. I'll hit P to separate this. And this one, whoa. This one will intersect with this, right? Yeah, there we go. It's kind of like a ladybug. Live mirror. And then I think I probably need one more going this way. I'll hit P to separate this one because I don't want the mirror here. I'm just going to make it asymmetrical. And actually, I want to see if maybe this could work with text too. So let me add in a text over here. Let's rotate it from the side view and try the same technique. Solidify, make it super long, and then Boolean. Where are you? Crap. Damn it. So close. I guess we cannot Boolean these. But what we could do probably is write something like 115. I don't know. HP 2019. I'm using Control-Shift-V to play with the size of this. I really like that there's this offset option with Blender text, so you can get some really cool variation like that. You can do shear. Alright, so let's let's try something better to write maybe. I don't even know what number index this is. By the way, guys, this is all coming from this index 73. That's what it was. I even forgot about this sketch totally. Index 73. All right, so 5 to search and then convert to, so again 5 to search and then type in convert, and then I want to get the mesh, and we've got some issues here. Let me undo that. I think we need more spacing here. Whoa. Five, convert to mesh. Some manual cleanup here. I feel like that should be longer. Median point here. Okay, same thing, solidify. Let's make it really long. And then save it. Boolean, choose this. Place 0.01. Okay, I'm going to cut the video here. This was kind of a long one, but that's the basic idea. You can go crazy with the graphics this way, and it's not very difficult. So have fun with that, and I'll see you in the next video.